So, it is the YouTube Annual Survey 2012, and you can tell that because I'm wearing the same tie. Let us begin. Why are you called that? My name comes about because when my mum was pregnant with me, they went to the hospital, as you do, and the nurses that kept giving the scans said that I was going to be a girl. I suppose they were a bit right, but when I came out with a penis, they were a little bit surprised, I suppose you would be, because they'd only thought of girls' names, and when it came to say, what you're going to call them, they had to think fast. So what they ultimately did was, my dad's name is Jeffrey John Lewis, and they basically took his forename and his middle name, swapped them around, and gave it to me. So my name is John Jeffrey Lewis, or shortened, John Lewis. It was about 6 months later before they went, shit, I see what we've done here. Also, I have all the questions on my iPod because I'm a hipster prick like that. Tell us about your favourite school teacher. Alright. My favourite primary school teacher was probably Miss Heap, just because she was lovely, really nice, and there was this one, I had her twice actually. I had her in year 4, that sounds wrong, but I had her in year 4 and then I had her again in year 6. Not sexually, because I was like 9. Oh god, where am I going with this? And she had these goldfish in her class in year 4, and it was my turn to feed them, and being the screw-up I am, I basically tipped an entire bottle of fish food in the tank, and the fish, thought it was Christmas, but Miss Heap wasn't best pleased. And I remember in year 6 we had this homework where we had to draw the phases of the moon as we saw them, so we had to look up at the sky every day and go, oh, that's what the moon looked, not every day, well you can see the moon in the day, every night, and look at the phase of the moon, draw it basically, and I couldn't be arsed because it was a waste of my time, basically. So yeah, I didn't hand it in, she never asked me for it, so I basically felt the entire year like I'd basically just won at life. High school it gets trickier because there were a fair few good teachers. There were a lot of awful teachers, but there were a fair few good teachers as well. Miss White was pretty good. Well, she was mental more than anything else. I'd probably have to go for Miss Clement. She was a substitute teacher we had in year 9, who, she was substituting for our English teacher who was on maternity leave at the time. And we had her for the first half of the year, and she basically just let us write stories all the time, which was fantastic. And I may have constantly ended up killing her in the stories, in a sort of jovial fashion. Because, it's what you do when you're in year 9. I had an art teacher as well called Miss Jessup, who was very good. She basically hid a load of new equipment specifically for GCSE students, so we got to play around with all these new things. It was brilliant. And a few things that I didn't know existed before GCSE. And, considering I liked that teacher so much, I still ended up punching her in the face. It was an accident, I was emoting vigorously and she was behind me and I BAM! And, it's not every day that you punch a 65-year-old woman in the face. Strangest food you've ever eaten? Octopus, next. Tell us about your first gig. Oh god. This was, I think it was lower 6th. Basically I had this friend, basically I had this friend. And we were going to see, no, she had tickets to go and see Lost Prophets, I'm pretty sure it was, and I didn't really want to go, but she'd been kind of asking me if I wanted to do a load of things, and I kept having to say no because I had homework and things, and so even though I didn't want to go, I wanted to say no to her less, so I said yes, and we went along, and it was alright. I didn't know most of the songs, and there was this awkward moment where they went, if you don't know this song, you really shouldn't be here, and I didn't know it, so I was kind of like, should I go? What was your favourite place? Bed, next. I suppose I better pad that question out. Favourite place? Sorrento's nice. It's full of Italians, the food's nice, it's not tacky like Rome. Edinburgh's pretty lovely, it's full of men in skirts, what more could you ask for? Aberdeen's got some beautiful things. Old Aberdeen. I'll specify between old and new Aberdeen. There's Aberdeen the city, which is a little bit fishy, and there's old Aberdeen, which is gorgeous. Yeah. That's nice. I quite like Liverpool. There's a lot of places. You know, I don't like particularly saying one place that I like above any other. You know, it's just I like multiple places. Who do you want to do the survey next? Sable Court, because she'll hate this kind of thing and probably want to kill me. The Missing N, because the Missing N. And let's say Daily Grace, because she'll never do it because of me. Because, you know, what high-profile YouTubers watch me, for God's sake? So that's the YouTube survey. See you next Thursday. Ta for watching.